that. Deuteronomy 28, oh man. We gotta love on each other, our sisters and brother. He could come in no time. Most I let me up when it's showtime. I pray have mercy upon mine. Don't wanna be around when it go down. No, no. We the chosen one. 12 tribes we gon' overcome. Babylon know it's overdone. Look what they did to the chosen one. Keep the commandments for
Biologically, sex is designed for one main purpose: procreation. Anything else, that's extra. The female reproductive cycle comes around once a month. For a man, it's every day. For each sexual act, the woman's one egg is matched by the man's 120 million sperm cells. And let's do some calculation. 120 million sperm cells a day, every day, as opposed to one egg a month, every month, means, assuming all the cells are viable, that it will take only 30 men to impregnate all the women in the world. This points to one clear fact: a man is, by nature, polygamous. Monogamy and fidelity are unnatural situations promulgated by religious beliefs and social pressures. Take those away, every man will cheat. It's simply biological. Now let's look at the extra. It's a known fact that women, for the most part, are more emotional than men. So it's natural that after a sexual encounter, she'll be attached. But because a man is visual and logical in nature, there's no emotion involved. For him, it's just a physical release that's got nothing to do with love. A man loves his woman by protecting and providing for her. Period. It's really quite simple. For a man, the physical and the emotional, two separate entities. Thank you.
All right, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call hello, Yahweh Ba'ashmi Hawashai Ba'Hashem Kodash. It's the brother Abal Gabar from the Camp Prophets in Babylon, Tampa, Florida. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and infinite salutations to the elect scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity, teaching the names of Yahweh Ba'ashmi Hawashai, prophesying against Mount Seir. The Israelite man will have many wives in the kingdom of heaven and in the near future, all right? Starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 144,000, 12,000 men from each tribe, all right? These men are going to be set up as the ruling class of the kingdom of heaven, all right? And they're here on this earth today, all right? The 144,000 is alive and well, standing on their feet, doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashmi Hawashai. And part of the reward is these men will have many wives. And recently you've had this video come out with the IUIC. You had these two ladies come up. The elder Apostle Tahar recently went into it. And, you know, the IUIC fumbling the bag yet again. You know, they, these two women came up to the IUIC. This man was teaching. And these two women happened to be dealing with the same man. And the member of the IUIC was talking about how these women are committing fornication. You're only supposed to have, you know, one husband and one wife. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. One man, one woman. But that's not according to the scriptures, man. All right. Now, according to this devil's law, you know, Esau, Edom, that's how he has it. You know, the monogamy, which is failing. You know, monogamy is failing. And the Israelite man was created to be polygamous. Okay. Polygamy meaning he's supposed to have more than one wife. And that's a righteous, and that's no sin against that, as long as the women do not belong to another man. Okay. Another word for fornication is adultery. All right. And adultery is when a man sleeps with another man's woman. Okay. So if, you know, you get a virgin and she steps out and she sleeps with another man, that's adultery. Now, if a man has a wife, a virgin, takes her virginity, that's your wife. If he wants to add unto him another wife that doesn't belong to another man already, that is okay. Just like our forefather Jacob. Jacob had 4 wives. The 12 tribes of Israel came from 4 different women. All right. King Solomon, he had 1,000 women. All right. And there was no sin in that. All right. King David, when King David committed the sin of adultery, the Lord came to King David by way of the prophet Nathan, and pretty much told David, like, yo, if you wanted more women, I would have gave you more women, which is a clear cut to show you that it is lawful for a man to have more than one wife. All right, but this video that you saw in the beginning, you know, was a woman explaining the polygamous nature of men, how, you know, us men, we produce millions of sperm cells every second, you know, and the woman, her reproductive system, she only produces 1 egg a month. And then when that egg gets fertilized by the sperm, she's not producing no more eggs, you know, until she has that young one, the baby. All right. But for a man having more than one woman, there is no sin in that. All right. And let's go to the law. This is Deuteronomy 21:15. If a man have 2 wives, meaning if you, this is written for a reason. Okay. If it was unlawful, the Lord would have said, don't have more than 1 wife. Nowhere in the New Testament, nowhere in the Old Testament, nowhere in the law, you're going to read that. But there is a law on how to deal with it. Okay, how to deal with having more than 1 wife. All right, concerning the heirs, the children, you know, if you were to have children by these wives, you're not supposed to diminish the inheritance of the firstborn, whether the wife be hated or loved. Whether you like the wife more than the other wife, the firstborn son gets the inheritance no matter what. And we're going to read about that. Deuteronomy 21:15. If a man have 2 wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. So if you were to have 2 wives and you like one wife more than the other, right? Well, the one that you like more, let's say that she didn't have the firstborn son, but the one that you liked less, she had the firstborn son. Okay, you still have to give that son the inheritance. Okay, just because you like the other woman better than the one of the firstborn, you can't just mix up the inheritance. The inheritance goes to the firstborn son. But this is a law on how to deal with it. You see, Yahweh Shai is not against a man having more than 1 wife. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no sin in that, as long as the women do not belong to another man, as long as they're not betrothed, as long as they're not married. Okay? But the Israelite man will have many wives in the kingdom of heaven. In the kingdom of heaven, first of all, brothers are going to be immortal. You're never going to die. So brothers, you might have 1,000 women, you know, 500 concubines of the other nations, all these different types of women. And yes, we will have women of the other nations, man. And we're going to be getting them pregnant. All right? There's no sin in that. All right? But it says, because an Israelite man, no matter where he lays his seed, that seed that's born is going to be an Israelite, no matter what. All right? But it says, Deuteronomy 21:17, but he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he hath, for he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. So the firstborn son has the right of the inheritance. Okay? Whether it be from the wife that's beloved or the wife that's hated. You know, the firstborn gets the inheritance. But that's a law on how to deal with that. Now, you also have a time of Jacob's trouble, all right, which we're coming into, where, you know, women are going to need protection, man. And they're going to be seeking protection from a man of Yahweh Shai. That's why you have Isaiah 4:1. All right, see, these guys at the IUIC, you really need to step it up on the scripts, man. Y'all going off, man. Y'all adding to the word, taking away, saying that it's a sin to have more than 1 wife. No, it is not. It is not a sin to have more than 1 wife, man. All right? But if you take on another wife, you cannot diminish her well-being though. Okay, let me see if I can find this. Her raiment. Here we go. This is Exodus 21:10, and this is in the law. If he take him another wife. So if it's a sin to have more than one wife, why didn't the Lord just say, thou shalt not have more than one wife? But instead he's saying, if you take yourself another wife, this is how you deal with it. Okay, this is in the law. So it is not against the law for a man to have more than one wife, as long as the women are not betrothed and belong to another man already. As you know, you're supposed to deal with virgins. You know, King Solomon, his princesses were all virgins. They were all virgins. All right. Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. Meaning, if you take another wife, in the ancient world, it was common for a man to have more than one wife. All right, it was a common thing. All right, this whole monogamy, one husband, one wife, and you know, the woman telling you, oh, if you step out on me, then you know you cheating on me, and you know that's all modern wickedness that Esau has polluted the minds of the people. But in the ancient world, a man was allowed to have more than one wife, and even today, okay, according to the laws of the Most High. But if you were to take another wife, you would have to take care of her food, her raiment, her clothes, her duty of marriage. You know, you couldn't put her away. You know, you cannot diminish the woman. You know, so if you did take on another wife, you couldn't just leave her, you know, stranded or, you know, starving and without food and water. No, if you took another wife, usually in the ancient world, you would have substance. You know, a man that had a lot of substance was well off. He would have more than one wife. He would have concubines. And that's how we're going to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. In the kingdom of heaven, the Israelite man is going to have many women. Many, 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 many women. All right? You're going to have a new woman every day, man. You're going to wake up to a new woman. Bad, beautiful women, princesses, untouched. Hasn't even been unwrapped yet. You know, she's going to be fully covered. Virgins, man. You're going to be getting these women pregnant. All right? And we're going to live forever, man. So, you know, if you take on a wife today, you might have a wife to, you know, speaking in the kingdom of heaven sense, you might have a wife today. Well, how much wives you going to have a million years in the future? You know? As Israelite men, we like variety, man. You know? You ain't going to eat pizza every day. Sooner than later, that pizza going to get old. You ain't going to eat burgers every day. You want an Israelite man likes variety. I saw a video a while back where you had this man that had multiple women, and the women came up to him and were like, well, why do you like her more than me? Or why do you like, why do you like her more than me? And he said, it's not that I like her more than you. Some days I want an apple. Some days I want an orange. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's not that you necessarily like one more than the other, but hey, some days I'm feeling like I want an apple, man. Some days I'm feeling like I want a banana. You know, because the Israelite man is a man of variety, all right? And we gonna have variety, brothers. We gonna have the cream of the crop. All these heathen women too, these badass little white women, blonde hair, blue eyes, you know, Becky's, you know, they gonna be in the chambers, man. And there ain't no sin in that for you bozos, man. All right? Let me see something real quick. Let me just type in concubine. Let me see what comes up. 2 Samuel 3:7. And Saul had a concubine whose name was Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, and said to Abner, wherefore hast thou gone in unto my father's concubine? That's what happened with Saul. 2 Samuel 5:13. And David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem, after he was come from Hebron, and there were yet sons and daughters born to David. So David had concubines and wives, and the Lord didn't condemn him for that. The Lord didn't condemn Solomon. Okay, let's go to Solomon real quick. I believe he had 800. You know, let me see. 700. 1 Kings 11:3, it says, and he had 700 wives. King Solomon had 700 wives. You know, so how much more the elect of the nation of Israel? 144,000 brothers. You might have 1,000 women, man. You know, and they really, you gonna have more, man. Because I mean, we talking about eternity here. I mean, we talking about everlasting life. You know. They show you that in that movie Coming to America, and you know the women are all gonna be in order. You ain't gonna have these stank ass, independent, you know, attitude having black women. You know, all our women gonna be in order. Your royal penis is clean, Your Highness. You know, like the movie You Coming to America. You know, she asked Eddie Murphy, you know. Or Eddie Murphy was like, he's like, what kind of music do you like? And she was like, whatever music you like. What kind of food do you like? Whatever food you like. That's how our women gonna be, man. They're gonna be completely divinely in order to a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And this is coming soon too. On this side, Isaiah 4:1 says 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. So when all hell breaks loose and you see heads rolling, weaves on the street, umbrellas getting fucking hit off these women gonna get in order, and they ain't gonna worry about sharing a man. Trust and believe. When you see weave flying and you see troops ravishing, you know, your next door neighbor, all you gonna worry about is, hey, take me in, help me. That's how these women gonna be. Help me. All right. And you're going to have to take them in. The righteous ones that the Lord, you know, might put it in your head, say, okay, take her in. You're going to have to take her in, you know. But 1 Kings 11:3, and he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. So what was Solomon's sin? Solomon's sin wasn't that he had more than one woman. His sin was that he started getting weak behind these women. He started serving their gods. He started committing idolatry behind his wives. So it wasn't, his sin wasn't that he had more than one woman. His sin was that he started worshiping these women. Okay, but in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be perfect. You ain't gonna follow behind Eve's stink ass, man. She gonna follow you. All right. Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. What day? Jacob's trouble, a time of trouble like never before seen on earth, man. All right, and bear with me 1 second. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. Slovakia. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me move this car real quick. All right, we gonna have them, man. We gonna have them, baby. We gonna have all the finer things in life. All right, including many women. And hey, you know who got some fine ass women? The Moabite women, man. You know, little Asian women, Asian persuasions. You know, see, hey, we gonna have it all, man. You know, the Indian women. You know, and then you gonna have the tribes. You know, the tribes is just, hey, our women take the cake when it comes to, you know, the beauty of women. Who got the cake is the Israelite woman, man. At the end of the day, the Israelite woman gonna be on a different tier. All right, but you're gonna have the women of the other nations too, man. But it says Isaiah 4:1, and you women gonna get in order, man. Any of you women that don't want to get in order, hey man, to hell with you. You know, kick rocks. You know, you gonna feel that pain when them troops kick in your door, man. You gonna wish you had a man. You ain't gonna worry about how much women he got. You just gonna wish to help me. Isaiah 4:1, in that day 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Okay, so 7 women. 7 means completion. You might have 100 women. And this right here, Isaiah 4:1, when it says that time and that day, it's talking about the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, that time period, 7 women. 7 means completion. I always tell brothers, you might have to turn down 100 women before you take in 2 or 3. You know, because Isaiah 4:1, it's not going to be a rap video either, man. You know, but in that time, you're going to have all these women trying to cleave onto you because of what? Protection, man. We're coming back into a world that women are going to need protection. Right now, their protection is the government. You know, they got 911, they got, you know, food stamps, Section 8. All that shit going to go out the window. So when all that shit's go out the window, these women going to be right in line. They're going to be trying to find a man, and at that, a man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But it says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. You're going to have 7 women grabbing on one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Now you want to get with a woman today. If you want to get a woman, you got to buy her clothes, you got to buy her food. And man, in the time of Jacob's trouble, they're going to be like, look, man, I got my own food, I got my own water. Just please take me and help me. That's the spirit these women going to be in. It says, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So they're going to want to be called by your name. How is a woman called by your name? When you lay with him, when you have sex with him, all right? So we're going to be having a lot of sex too, man. You know, the Israelite man is going to be having a lot of women pregnant. All right, as long as they are not belonging to another man, as long as they're not betrothed. There ain't no sin in that. And that's how it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. Brothers going to have plenty of wives, man. Fine ass women, man. I mean, think about the finest woman you ever seen on this side, man, and multiply that by like 100. That's how all your women going to look like. Not to mention, you're going to have the spiritual power, man. Brothers going to have spiritual power, you know. Hey, what did King Solomon say, man? Let's grab that real quick, man. Jake, you gonna be able to put the donk on her ass, what? Gonna be able to put the titties on her, you know. You know Jake, man. Jake like his woman, you know, curvy, man. So that how you gonna make your woman? You gonna make her curvy, man. All right, she gonna be a virgin. All right, she ain't gonna be used and abused, man. Let me grab this. Here we go. Song of Solomon 8:8. We have a little sister and she has no breast. What shall we do for our sister in the day when she shall be spoken for? If she be a wall, meaning she be flat, we will build upon her a palace of silver. Jake gonna have that power to just, boom. You went from flat to double D's. Okay? It says, and if she be a door, we will enclose her with boards of cedar. All right, so, you know, that's part of the power that's coming too, man. Jake, you're going to be able to, you know, design your woman how you want her to look, you know, at the end of the day. You're going to have all the cream of the crop, all the different, you know, colors and looks of women. You're going to have all of them, man. The Israelite man is going to have many women, man. All right, this is Isaiah 60:21. Thy people also shall be all righteous. We're going to be all righteous. Ain't no adultery going to be happening in the Israelite household, man. All right, hey, shalom to the brother Ashar, 144K. Shalom to the brothers and sisters tuning in. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Brother drop Psalms 37:4. Delight thyself also in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. You know, Jake, man, we men. At the end of the day, we men. All right, you know. So we gonna have plenty. There's gonna be plenty to go around, man. We ain't gonna be sharing no women. Right now, these women, man, they've been used and abused. You got a woman, 9.9 times out of 10, she is not a virgin. She's been used and abused. The women you're gonna have in the kingdom, they're gonna be virgins. And Isaiah 4:1, 7 women taking hold of one man. A lot of those women gonna be virgin. A lot of these women, hey, believe it or not, brothers, believe it or not, even in this sick ass world we live in, there's women that are, you know, stuck inside, you know, covered up virgins, man. You know, waiting for a man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Isaiah 60:21. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000. So imagine you have a son. It says a little one is going to become 1,000. How is that going to happen? Because your son's going to have many wives. Okay? So this is for every Israelite man. So we literally gonna have to spread throughout the universe, man. Brothers gonna have their own planets, man. You know, right now you might be stuck in a little apartment, stuck next to somebody, stuck in a house with multiple people. Hey, man, you're gonna have planets, man. It says, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, Yahweh, will hasten it in his time. Jeremiah 33:22. As the host of heaven cannot be numbered, neither the sand of the sea measured. You can't, I mean, try going to the beach and numbering every piece of sand. Try numbering every single star in the universe. You can't. It says, so will I multiply the seed of David my servant and the Levites that minister unto me. So the seed of Israel is going to be like the sand of the sea, man. You just cannot be numbered. One Israelite man, you're going to have so much children, you're not going to be able to keep count. You're not going to be able to keep count, man. All right? So we coming into a beautiful time, man. 1 Corinthians 2:9, but as it is written, eye hath not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the hearts of man the things which the Most High had prepared for them that love him, man. So, brothers, stick it out, man, you know. And the best advice I give to brothers right now is what Paul gave the advice to the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. If you don't have a wife, seek not a wife, man. Now's not the time for it, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with a man having a wife. Ain't nothing wrong with a man having more than one wife. But in the time we in right now, keep your focus on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. In due season, brothers going to have multiple wives. You're going to have plenty of children. You're going to have plenty of corn and wine. You're going to have the spiritual power. You're going to have everything, man. So right now, take it day by day. Deal with what you got to deal with right now. Daily fucking afflictions. And the Lord's going to reward you, man. And part of that reward is brothers going to have the cream of the crop, baby. You know, the finer things in life. Like I said, think about the finest woman you done ever seen on this side. You're going to have 1,000 of those. Okay? All different colors and shades of brown skin, you know. Oiled up, looking good. Taking baths in hibiscus. You know, smelling like candy, man. You get a woman now, she smells like a can of death and tuna. All right? So, take it day by day, man. And at the end of the day, the Israelite man will have more than one wife, man. So, hey, Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect. Keep your chin high. Keep fighting. The reward is coming, brothers. Don't focus on these stank-ass women right now, man. Brothers going to have plenty to come. All right? So, with that, call Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Till next time I say shalom. Be sure to like, comment, share, and, you know, get this word out, man. All right? So, it's no sin for a man to have more than one wife. Remember that. All right, so with that, call Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Till next time I say shalom.